Hi guys, I'm here today to show you how to make soft and fluffy wheat parotta. You won't even believe they were made out of wheat. Let's get to the recipe. Taking 2 cups of whole wheat flour, I'll be using the same cup for water, 1 teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon of sugar and 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use normal white sugar. Now bring it all together. You'll be needing more or less of a cup of water for 2 cups of flour. Incorporate the water little at a time and start making the dough. Once it starts coming together, sprinkle water to the remaining loose flour, mix it separately and then add it to the main ball. Now after you end up with the dough ball like this, set a timer for 15 minutes and knead it for 15 minutes. If you have a dough attachment in your food processor, it makes your work easy, but this kneading is very important. Then rest the dough for 2 hours. I have applied some ghee on the top to avoid drying. Keep it covered too. Now the kneading and resting time determines how soft your parotta will be. You can see how pliable the dough is after resting for 2 hours. Now I'm cutting it out into 8 equal portions. For thin and flaky parottas, you can divide this dough into 8 portions. If you like the thick, the gravy soaking kind of parotta, you can divide it into 5 or 6 as per your need. Now I'm adding a bit of oil to these balls and stacking them as little discs, one on top of the other. When you're working with one of these discs, keep the other mini discs covered. Now apply some oil and roll out each of these discs with your fingers or with a rolling pin. It doesn't matter, just roll them out really thin. It will roll out very easily because of all the kneading, the resting time and the oil. It's okay to have small dents or small holes in the parotta, in the dough at this stage. Now apply a thin layer of oil, sprinkle some flour, pull it up from one corner and then make this bun. You know, the normal parotta bun that you'd have seen, like that. Now once you've finished making all the buns like that, take the bun that you made first, so it would have gotten enough resting time. Flatten it with your fingers like this. Don't use a rolling pin at this stage. You have to cook it in very low heat. You'll be turning it over 3 or 4 times. You need a maximum of 3 minutes per parotta when it's this thin. If it is that thicker kind that you're making, then it will need maybe 3 to 4 minutes and lower heat, really low heat. You can see how flaky the parotta looks. You can see the layers also. We had it with mutton curry. This can also be had with veg kurma, paneer butter masala and so. I had some leftover dough, so after Sahr I rolled them out. You can see the dough is even softer after resting for another hour. Exactly like how we did before. Flatten it with your fingers. Put it on a hot tawa, but for this time only 1 minute each side. When the raw color of the dough changes, you take it off the heat. Now repeat with the remaining parottas too. And you can stack them and store in the freezer in an airtight box or in a Ziploc bag. On days you wake up late for Sahr or when you don't feel like cooking, you just need to put it back on the pan. It's a better alternative than having outside food. I hope you guys like this video. Do subscribe if you haven't already and hit on that bell too. See you in another video soon, guys.